what? Oh yeah, I'm live. Okay, great. So, let's see here. How is everybody today? Thought I'd start by giving a pro tip, which is don't have your space look like a crazy person works inside of it. So I'm gonna fix this area. This was the area where I had been working a lot. And that's why I painted the wall this gray, because I hung up a sculpture and I worked on it and I did some tests on it and stuff. But now I think it's not lending itself to the background of my live stream. So I'm putting a screw in the wall and I'm gonna hang a painting over this gray spot that no longer functions for me. Alright, that should hold whatever I want to put on there. So, how about this yellow boat painting? That's pretty good. This would be a nice thing to hang up. Nice painting I wanted to hang up. Keep my paintings covered in glassine so that they don't get dusty, and also they're painted with acrylic, so you don't want to wrap them in plastic because plastic could potentially stick to acrylic. All right. Isn't that pretty? Nice. Okay. Put this glassine aside. I like to reuse materials. You can see there's nice D-hooks on this frame and a wire. Actually, this might not be a big enough painting to cover up this spot. But it's a start. Suppose I could just hang it on the wood. That's sort of what I was intending. It might not be enough. It's better, right? That looks a lot better, I think. You can still see some of the gray, but for the most part, it's better. It's way in the distance. It's better than a big gray blob. Big gray spot on my wall. I am continuing with my framing project. Hey, Shadow Milk! Hello, Shadow Milk. You're the first chatter. Welcome. All right. I was preparing this paper yesterday with spacers on it, and found a can of air today. I want to use it sparingly because it's the only can I found. really great for getting the dust off of there. Oh, also want to turn off my dehumidifier because it's very noisy. There we go. Got the dehumidifier off. Now, let's pick out which piece is going to go in this. How about this angel one? I think this angel one will look good in this color frame. See the angel painting? Putting on this spacers, this thick paper that's like a board. It's like a thin board or thick paper, and I'm going to use removable tape, this double-sided removable tape. Chat here. Well, that's okay because I don't really have a job. Dianu. I create my own job. I got my frames here. All right, I'm gonna eyeball this. So I'm gonna put the tape, this removable double stick tape on the back in multiple places. Ooh, I'm gonna sign the back. I forgot to sign it. Here's my pencil. Want to have your signature at least on the back when they buy a piece of your art. And I'm putting a date on here. And I'm going to call this Kissing Angels with Peace Bow. Because my gray bow, this gray bow that is in the painting, is my symbol of peace. It can be challenging. Always watching YouTube, Agent Jimmy. Oh, Fear's the Man. Hi. How is everybody? Please forgive me if I don't catch you in the chat and give you a shout out right away because, you know, it's hard for me to see the chat way over there. Kissing Angels with Peace. Gift bow. Kissing Angels with Peace. Kissing Angels with Peace bow. Kissing Angels with Peace gift bow. These are the things I'm contemplating. I think I want the word bow in there. Do I want it to be bow or gift bow? Gift bow. gift bow. I don't see anybody helping me decide, so I guess I'm gonna go with gift bow. Piece. Go with bow. Bow, just bow. Okay. Now time for the double-sided removable tape. Out of the line of vision. Everybody. Is removable. It's not quite as sticky as permanent tape. So I feel like it needs a little extra tape. I want it to be removable because whoever buys this painting may want to put it in a different frame. And if they do, they're probably going to want to get it off this backing board that I have it on. Making sure that they'll be able to take it to the framer or do it themselves without ripping the piece. I'll even put a piece in the middle here. The worst thing that can happen when you frame something, maybe not the worst thing. I guess there's a lot of worse things that could happen, but like this is one I framed. This is an artwork by an artist, Lillian Day Thorpe. This is a print of hers that I bought. And this is like a inexpensive IKEA frame. And I had it double stick taped up here, like little thin pieces, and that was it. And it fell off. So I have to go ahead and put more tape on this and fix it. So I can hang it back up in my house, in our hallway where it belongs. All right, I'm gonna eyeball it on the center here. It looks like some blue ink from this bottle must have been on my fingers or something. So I need a gummy eraser to try and get that off because I don't want to have a blue smudge mark. Get the chat. Roar. How do you shout me out? How does that work? Eraser here somewhere. Here it is. One piece. I don't need much. It's gonna come off with this gummy eraser, I'm pretty sure. Are so good, right? You get it. Perfect. I know you probably can't see it because it's so slight. and you're at a distance, but I'm right here, right up close to it, so. Job of framing is something I should probably leave to the professional framers, but it saves me a bunch of money. Up to my stream, then I show your channel. Oh. Show of sorts. I can't say I quite understand, but I like game shows. I have a game show. It's called 30 Seconds to Masterpiece, where people make 30-second videos of themselves making artwork in just 30 seconds. That's all you're allowed to make the artwork in is 30 seconds. And then we vote on them by liking and commenting. And we're at round 3 now. Season 1, round 3. And it's going to be Halloween themed. I recommend everybody check it out. It's the videos. There's some videos on there. There's 2 rounds of videos. There were 6 contestants each. So there are 12 30-second videos on my shorts page that are part of the game show. On this edge because sticking up. I didn't put any there because I put my name there. Probably should have signed it somewhere else, but I think this is going to be okay anyway, to have the tape, the removable tape over my name. My gloves, my nice cotton gloves. Here they are, all the way from here. I wish I could read. I wish I could read all languages. Wouldn't that be a great, amazing superpower? That could be my superpower if I was a hero, a superhero. I would be the person who could read any language on the planet. That would be amazing. This came off. Let me fix that. Down because I want it to be, I don't want it to fall off, you know, while it's in the frame. It's going to be in a show. A little bit more air. Phew, good. I've reused this board, so this is no longer accurate. So I'm just gonna cross that out. And, what should I write on this? Anything? Well, I'll sign it again, so, well, no, because I'm going to put this, and this will be signed. Okay, this is the back. Back. Let's make sure it looks good before I... It works. Like a little fuzzy, even the best of my ability with the dust, with the canned air and everything, there's still a little piece of dust. See, that's why I should let a professional do this, because they probably know how to not get worried about a little tiny piece of dust. Or maybe I should be a professional framer, because I do worry about a little tiny piece of dust. Got it. There. Good. Close it right up. But this isn't too bad. This isn't the worst thing in the world to be doing. A little hot in here. I think I'm going to turn my fan on. Ooh, it says it's 76 degrees. Let's turn the fan on a little bit. Some air flow. All right. Now I'm going to take this glove. I'm going to make sure I'm up to date on the chat. Hi, Siblinghood. How's it going today? Oh, thanks for the thumbs up. It's nice to get thumbs up. Okay. Let's do this. Oh, I have to shake this well. This is just like a plexiglass cleaner that helps keep the dust off. And this is supposedly a lint-free paper towel that I bought years ago. So I don't use this stuff very often. says to use it in circular motion. Okay. And I have the spacers in the frame so that the painting doesn't touch the plexiglass. I think that in general glass looks better, but plexiglass won't break as easily if you're mailing the piece. So, and also the frame came with plexiglass. Okay, that's pretty nice, pretty special. All right, need a little place to hang it up now on my wall. I'm going to reuse this glove. Crazy. Okay. Now, let me see. Do I have a nail around here somewhere? Just a some small nail. Small nail. Hello, small nail. Here's a really small nail. Here's a slightly bigger small nail. Yeah. Hopefully this will be strong enough to hold it. I think it will. Feels pretty strong. Oh, no. What happened? Oh my goodness. This is what happened. I never screwed this in. Whoops. Let me get my screwdriver. Screw this screw in. I had to undo the D-hooks so that I could get the backing on there. Okay. Hey, there. Yay. Beautiful. Okay. What's next? What one's next? Yeah. Ooh. Perfectionisty. All right. I think that this color will look good with the purple ones, because purple and yellow are complementary colors, and this blonde wood kind of lends itself to being like a yellow. Kind of looks like a, kind of leans towards yellow. But before I clean this off and get it ready, let me get my paper ready that I'm going to put the piece, adhere the piece to with my double stick removable tape. So I'm going to need to cut the paper. These are my cutting boards. Paper's over here. Let's start from this side. So here's the board, and I'm going to repurpose. This was one of the paintings that was in one of these frames. So I'm going to repurpose the frame, and I'm gonna take this bow off and put it in my flat files. For another day. Nice, it's coming off fairly easily, not really. I'm not sure if I use removable for this project here. Doesn't look like it. Looks like I used permanent. Oh, that's nice. That one came off. All right. See, for this series, I took these 1-hour bows that I had painted, and I painted objects that are in my Zero Gravity Infinite Space painting, and I painted them in combination, like on top of these 1-hour bows. This was like a project, an exercise project, where I forced myself to only spend 1 hour on this painting because I wanted to loosen up. I highly recommend it if you find yourself being totally stiff or tight and you need to loosen up. Give yourself a time limit to do something, and then you'll speed up. Try to, finish it in the amount of time you give yourself. That's what I should do with this framing project, but I have not done that. I have not given myself a time limit for this framing project. I really should. All right. So mark this here. I should have my X-Acto blade very handy. X-Acto blade, where are you? You should, here he is, right here. If you lose your tools, you can always try talking to them. There's no guarantee that it'll work, but didn't quite cut deep enough on this cut. There we go. That's better. Put this back. Okay, make sure that this fits in here nicely. And it does. It's not slightly too big, in which case it would buckle. So that's good. So I can move along to the next step. Sorry about that noise. The next step is to put these little spacers on it. And the way I do that, I found an easy way to do that is with this double stick tape. I just take the spacer. I think I originally glued these spacers in place, and that was kind of a process. So now I'm just taping the spacers in place with permanent double stick tape. And if my memory serves me correctly, it's a much faster process. Hey, Shadow Milk is back. Shadow Milk! Welcome back. I'm doing what I did yesterday, which is framing the paintings that I made during the live chats. Okay, I'm putting little spacers in the corner. Pushing down as hard as I can so that this tape really sticks. Where in the world is everybody tuning in from? Looks like there are 8 people. My computer says that 8 people are tuned in. Out of 8 billion people, 8 people, oh no, now there's 6 people. That is like 0.0000000000001% or something. Is anybody out there a mathematician? Could really improve my percentages, couldn't I? Let me show you this little spacer. Maybe it'll focus on it. I don't know. One corner. This is a particularly tiny one right here, so I could put this one in the middle to hold the middle away from the plexiglass. And I have this little tiny piece of double stick tape. These are like little plastic strips. They're square, they're cubes, they're extruded in the shape of a cube. Right in the middle. I'm just eyeballing. I think I can eyeball pretty well what the middle is. It's a little fuzzy. Okay. Here's a longer one for the corner. Halloween. Oh yeah, are you gonna dress up like Shadow Milk Cookie? So I know that Shadow Milk Cookie, you told me, is a boy, and it doesn't really matter if you're a boy or a girl, but I was kind of wondering because I don't know if I don't know what pronouns to use when I refer to you, the person Shadow Milk Cookie. I thought you, well, it doesn't matter what I thought. You can just tell me if you're, what your gender is, so I'll use the right pronouns. That would be cool if you did dress up like a cookie, like a Shadow Milk Cookie. Thanks everybody for being here. I really appreciate everybody who's stopping by to see this process of me framing my paintings. Kind of like, yeah, it's not my favorite thing to do, but it's not the worst thing to do either. Just trimming the edges here of the tape. And it was so hard to do him. So yes, I go as Shadow Milk Cookie cosplayer. Okay, cool. Ooh, here's a nice little tiny piece of spacer right here. Very tiny. This will be good on the middle. I kind of pull off the little paper that's stuck to it. I think this banana bow painting that I'm about to frame is going to look awesome in a frame. I don't know if I'm going to dress up for Halloween. One year my son had me make him a Scream. I don't know, some kind of Doors on Roblox, the Doors game. I think it was Doors. He had me make like this crazy monster that had big teeth and came out pretty good. I made it with cardboard. I just cut out the shape of the monster's head and painted the cardboard. And then we made it like a mask. He just tied it around his head and dressed him up in black. When my son was really little, he went as Thomas the Train and I went as Sir Topham Hatt. But he's not into Thomas the Train anymore. Now he's into more like 99 Nights in the Forest, Cookie Run Kingdom, Bee Swarm. He's trying to get Windy Bee on Bee Swarm on Roblox. He loves Roblox. There are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12 of these little things that I have to attach to each frame. So it takes a little while. One more corner after this corner. And 2 more sides. You already have Windy Bee? Wow. Let me see if I'm seeing this correctly on the chat. Wow, you already have Windy Bee. Oh, my thing says I got 9 thumbs up. My phone says I got 9 thumbs up, and it says 6 people watching at the moment, and it says 50 minutes have gone by. Wow, you have Windy Bee. That's excellent. It's hard to do. I'm really, really hoping my son is gonna get it soon because he's disappointed, you know. He's built up a ton of favor with the Wind Shrine, and he just doesn't give him Windy Bee. This is my 125th day of posting pretty much daily on YouTube. Isn't that incredible? I think it's incredible. But I set up for myself to post every single day on YouTube for 365 days. That's my art quest. So I'm really experimenting, like doing different things. And I found like going live is the best way to introduce my channel to new subscribers and get views, because you need 4,000 hours within 365 days to get monetized. So I appreciate everyone who is here helping me towards my goal, and I hope you're getting inspired to make art, or to frame your own artwork, or to do whatever it is that you want to do. Because I think success, like I heard Bob Dylan say, success is getting to wake up in the morning and do what you want to do. That is success for me, for sure. This, I need another piece of tape here. I think this is the last spacer. Let's get it right in the middle there. Push them all down really hard with a lot of force. Hi, Amber. How are you today? Thanks for joining in. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for taking the time to say hello. I'm framing my paintings that I've been working on during my live streams. And right now I'm going to frame this banana painting, which I think is so cool. I love this banana painting. Check it out. A pretty good painting, I think. I love it. It's like complementary colors. Oh, thanks, Amber. I'm glad you're happy. That's so great. Yeah, I'm framing these paintings. They're 9 by 9 inches. Oh, cool. And I'm putting spacers. This is like a thick piece of paper or a thin piece of board, depending on how you look at it. It's archival, so it doesn't have any acid in it to discolor the artwork. And I'm putting the spacers in so that I can float it in the frame and not have the plexiglass touch the artwork. And I'm going to use this removable double-sided tape by Scotch, by the 3M company. That way, if whoever buys this piece, if they want to put it in a different frame, they can. And they can get it off of the archival board that I'm sticking it to, that I'm floating it on. So I'm being generous with this tape, hoping that I'm not going to run out, and hoping that I have more in my drawer if I do run out, which actually I'm not sure I do. Okay, I'll put one in the middle even. A lot of times when they hinge artwork, they use when they float artwork, they use rice paper hinges, and they just do it at the top, and that's a very wonderful, sophisticated way to float your artwork, but this way I believe is acceptable as well. Okay. Here's my pencil. I'm gonna sign my artwork with my name, Melodie Provenzano, 2025, and I'm gonna call this banana with purple bow. Banana with purple bow. Okay. I'm gonna eyeball it right in the center of this piece of paper. Find that don't need to measure it because I can really do a good job eyeballing it. This takes me, and I love looking at stuff, so it's like I'd rather study it and determine if it's in the right place with my eyes than get out the ruler. Because if it looks good to your eyes, that's the real test, right? I'm gonna put my gloves on so that I can push on it. Hey, nice. All right, I'll set that aside while I spray some air inside the frame here. Oh dear, this plexi just, oh dear. Hope I don't end up breaking this plexiglass. It just popped out of the frame. There we go, got it back in. Oh, I see why, because it was down in the slot there. Shot. Okay. also going to assign this as well. Banana with purple bow. 2025. Let's check. Make sure it looks awesome. I really love that. That's great. It's good. It's looking good. Okay. Let's close her up. Okay, so the little spacers I put in there, you can't see them unless you look like this. And yeah, it's good. Ta-da! A lot of glare, probably. They do make some plexiglass that has UV protection and less glare too. But this is the plexiglass that came with the frame. And I got these frames at Jerry's Artorama in Nashville. And they were not expensive. They were not inexpensive. They were just right. Honestly, I can't remember what I paid for them, but I managed to buy a bunch of them. Hi, Liza, Loretta. Hey, Avadish. Avadish, I didn't see you here. I haven't heard the news. Is it good news, I hope? Oh my goodness, that is so funny. That is really, really funny. Yeah, wow, it's impressive. That's some funny news. Oh my goodness. Hey, Shadow Milk. Shadow Milk comes back. Shadow Milk! Oh man. Okay. I like this. What do you guys think? I think this is good. I like the color of the frame with the banana. I think that's nice. I think it works really well. I need to find a nail so that I can hang it up. Let's see if I have any smaller nails over here. I don't think so. Guess I'll use this nail right here. Oh, did I go ahead? I did. Great. Hammer. Okay. This should be about there. This one down to make space. We could do this one next. Frame this one next. That one's pretty cool too, I think. Oh my goodness. I don't, yeah, I don't know who President Donald Trump is, but I know who Voldemort is. No, I'm just kidding. I know who the president is. But yeah, politics. It was a funny joke, but I'm a pretty politics-free person in general. I definitely don't watch the news. All right, let's get this hung up. Oh darn, they're not at the same height because I put the nail too far down. Could probably fix that pretty easily. Where's my hammer? Here it is. Oh, thank you, Amber. I'm gonna raise this up a little bit. Avadish, how is school going? How's data science treating you? There, that's better. Good. Oh wow, cool. For real? Avadish, for real? Where do you sell your stuff? What's your website? Put your website in the chat so I can check it out. Unless you're joking, but if you're not joking, I'd like to see your painting of the Powerpuff Girls. I'm probably too gullible, right? This is canned air. Unfortunately, it's my only can. I need to get a compressor that will shoot air out of it. Something sustainable, because canned air is not sustainable. Amber says, I'm an artist in Maine, struggling with starting to paint again after serious trauma. Any suggestions? Oh, man. Shadow Milk, no swearing. Please. Yeah, I have some suggestions. I would say don't be hard on yourself. Just like pick some medium, like a pencil and paper, or some markers and paper, or a canvas and some paint, and just like let yourself have fun. Just start doing something, and like give yourself like a half an hour of time to do it, and then you may find yourself just getting into it and wanting to do it for longer. That's, yeah, just tap into your creative being. That's what I would say. But give yourself that time, and don't expect anything from yourself. Just like enjoy being creative. I like to do some abstract paintings where I just like throw paint all over and just let the paint kind of tell me what I should do next. Like, I love doing stuff like that. It's fun. And then I also love painting from direct observation, objects that I see. So I do a combination of just like totally letting myself go and, being very controlled with what I'm painting by looking at what I see, by seeing, you know, painting what I'm seeing. Oh, cool. You're still working on your diamond painting. Cool. Oh, you're welcome, Amber. I hope that helped. Find some time. Find some time for you. My whole goal growing up and becoming an adult was to find a way that I could do what I wanted to do, which was make artwork. And so I worked hard for fashion companies, painting showrooms and stuff to earn a living, and then I saved money, and I left New York City and I moved to the country where the cost of living is a lot less. So right now I'm able to spend my savings on my beautiful studio and have time to work on art. It's like, it's my dream come true. It's what I always wanted. So, you know, you can have a goal too, like what do you want to do with your life, and focus on it and figure out what you need to do to achieve that. But don't be hard on yourself, and don't worry about the future or the past. Be in the moment, be in the present. Like, you have today, so if you want to make some art, go for it, make it. You have today, you have right now. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna move on to the next piece that I'm gonna frame. Is it gonna be this piece? I think it will be this piece, but what color frame is it gonna have? Is it gonna have a wooden frame, like a blonde frame, or a white frame? And I'm thinking it might have a blonde frame. It kind of looks really like cold. It looks colder when it's in this frame, and it looks warmer when it's in this frame. There's more contrast in this frame, it seems like. And it seems to bring out the blues and the purples more when it's in this frame. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know which one I like better. I wonder if y'all have an opinion. Maybe I could bring the options closer. Okay. Do we like the blonde wooden frame? Okay. For this pink one, blonde wooden frame. See? Take a good look at that. Okay. Or do we like the whitewashed pickled frame? You see that? Which one do we like better? The pickled white one for this pink bow, or the blonde one? I wish I could go back and look at my footage so I could see it on the screen, because sometimes seeing it compressed on the computer screen, you get a better idea of kind of like what's going on visually. Well, Oh, decisions. If I had all the same color frames, then I wouldn't have these decisions to make. Amber, thank you. You can relate. You can't decide either, huh? Yeah. I think I only have one plain wood ones left. No, actually, maybe I have two left. Yesterday I sanded one because it had a dent in it. Where is that one that I sanded? Is this it? Oh no, this is it. This is the one I fixed. So I only have one wooden one left, and apparently I have two of these. One. Let's see. I think I'm going to put the red one in the blonde frame. I'll put this red one in the blonde frame, and then these other ones I'm going to put in the pickle frame. That's what's going to happen. Okay. Gotta get my paper out. Start the process all over again. Anybody have good weekend plans? Oh, yeah. But my phone right now, Amber, my phone is doing the live streaming, so I do have a digital camera, but I guess I'm being lazy. But I'm just gonna decide by doing the red. I'm gonna do the red and the blonde, and that. Then it means all that's left is white. The pickled, the whitewash. There's a big art thing happening in Nashville tomorrow. So I'm hoping to take my 9-year-old and my husband. We're hoping to go into the city, into Nashville tomorrow to see this art thing. Okay. What's dog training? All right, I got my nice, clean piece of archival board or thick paper, depending on how you look at it. I got my spacers here. And I've got a stick to it. Oh, wow. I have 2 cats. And they won't really let me train them. The cats won't. They're like, they do their own thing. They come in when I feed them. They're very independent. My cats are very independent. Yes, that's right. Cats train me. Correct. Avadish, are you still here? Do you follow the men's national soccer team? Wow. Amber, that is awesome. I wish I saw that. Did you take a picture? That sounds amazing. Very funny. Very cute. I'd like to see 7 cats lined up. Oh. I see. Oop. Yeah, that's a good idea. If you're a good trainer, you could probably help people by making videos of you training dogs. Let me turn my fans off now. Can you hear that music in the background? That's my husband practicing in the studio next door on his piano. Amber, my pleasure. Thank you very much. Oh, that is so nice of you to say. I really appreciate you saying that. I hope you have a great day at work. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And I hope to see you again. Have a lovely day, Amber. Continuing along with my spacers here. Tape. And everybody, appreciate it. frame this one now in the last blonde wooden frame that I have. So I'm putting double stick tape on these little extruded pieces of square plastic. It's like square rods. More, no, I need 2 more. One for the corner. Looks like I'm missing one. I'll have to come up with something else. Just gotta stop over here in my flat files for a second. Check for another little piece of plexi rod. Oh, good. I got a whole bunch right here. Perfect. All right, coming back. Yay. These are little spacers. Okay, put them in my little cup so I won't misplace them here. Can you hear that piano in the background? That's happening live. Isn't that exciting? I love it. Time for the artwork. And I need to sign it. Bunny girl with red bow. First, I'm going to put on the double-sided removable tape. Removable tape because whoever buys this piece might need to change the frame for their decor or something. And this way, if that is the case, really accessible frame that the owner likes. But I think this is a pretty nice frame that it's going in, so I kind of doubt that it's going to get reframed, but you never know. Plans for this weekend? Okay, I need to sign this with my signature. With, not on, but with. $25. There's some more of that blue ink that comes from that bottle. Got on this paper. Oh, but it's coming off easily enough. I can see it. So I got my kneaded eraser here. We're taking off any smudges. All right. I'm gonna put my gloves on. My nice, clean, fresh white gloves so that I can press the artwork down without getting any oils from my hands. Right in the center of this piece archival board. I'll press it down really well so that it won't slip off, because it's going to be floating in the frame. I took my air and blew it, but I'm going to do it again because it was a while ago. Okay, so if you look, you can see on the corners that there are little spacers so that the artwork itself won't touch the plastic plexiglass. Uh-oh. It's a little tight. It's a tight fit. Oh, let's see. Can I make it work? I think I can. Oh, good. No problemo. Let's get one of these backings and put it in there. There we go. That looks nice. Oh, how sweet. To myself. So. Let's sign the back of this too, in case whoever buys it is worried that it's not signed. Actually, it's going to be signed right here. So we won't bother signing that location as well. Good. We need to put the screw back in to the D hook here so that the wire will work. And here's the screw, nicely kept in that little container so I didn't lose it. My hand, it's my screwdriver. I'm excited, today is Friday. Nice. Really good, it's not scratched or anything. Cleaning anyway. Let me shake it up first. Plastic Clean Shine. That's what it says. Novus. Plastic Clean and Shine. Keep the dust off of the plexiglass, supposedly. So, I'll give it a shot here. Nicer. I can see the little bit of dust that was on it. I didn't see with my own eyes. Oh, there's a little. I don't know if it's inside. Is it in there or outside? I think it's inside. Let's see. Okay. This is not going to be as easy because I already put the wire on there. That, oh wow, I really can't really get it out with, oh, this is frustrating. Milk! Shadow milk! Nope, still there. Here. How did I not see that before I put it back together? sad. I'm gonna have to unscrew it again because that little dot, that little speck will drive me crazy if I don't fix it. If I fix it, I'll feel that much better about my work. And I'll have that much more integrity concerning what I do. Ah, there we go. There. Oh. Nice. Good, I think it looks perfect now. Now I can rest easy. At least until I notice the next imperfection. Did I lose my screw? No, it's right there on the screwdriver. This helps, you know, this helps get the dust away. Like it. I love it. Let's get it put back together so I can hang it on the wall. Gotta find a nail, a little nail. All right. Nice. Let's find a little nail. I've been finding little nails in here, but I don't know if there are any more. Oh, there are. There are a couple more little nails. Yay! These are very tiny. Very tiny little nails. They should work. This one's even better. It's a little bit bigger. Ah, another one. This is like a little catch-all dish. All right, let's grab that nail. Where were we? We were about like that. that's okay for now. The frame. Let's open this baby up. Get to work. I'm getting closer to being finished with this project. And then I have to wrap up that one on the end, this one, the hot pink one, because it sold yesterday. I put out an email, my mailing list, and a collector wrote back right away, an art collector. And so I have to, and bought it, so I have to get ready to ship it and get it in the mail. Okay. I'm taking the screw out of here so that I can move the wire that's holding everything together. Well, in place, I should say. It's not really holding it together. Below that little wood dust. Number 8, 2023. This pink bow was made in 2023. It was number 8. It was the 8th 1-hour bow that I did in a row. Cardboard sheets, but these sheets, when they're in the sun, they colored. Reuse these spacers. This is the same board as this, but this one was put in a window. Not so good. Not so good to put your artwork in a window. Although these acrylic paints are pretty light fast. I think it takes a while for them to get bleached out from the sun, but maybe not that long. I don't know. This is pretty bright though. This one didn't go in the sun, obviously, because it's still pretty much the way it was. Set this over here, right here. And I'm gonna get my paper out. I'm gonna cut it to be the right size. My nice thick paper or thin board, depending on what you want to call it. Let's go this way. Wait. Here, and it does. Okay. All right, I got my piece of paper. Now I'm gonna test it out in the frame. And look at that. It is a little too big. It's a good thing I tested it. Let's turn it this other way, see if it makes a difference. Yeah, I don't want it to be buckled, so I'm gonna trim a little off the edges with my paper cutter. Love having a paper cutter. That's pretty nice. Perfect! Almost perfect. Let's try it this way. No, I need to shave off a little bit of this edge right here. Then it will be perfect. Yes. Very nice, very nice. I like these little slivers of paper. Here. Some kind of crazy hair. You can get sidetracked when you've been doing the same thing all morning and you're kind of bored of it, I guess. Hair with your scraps. Look at that nice. Okay, I digress. Alrighty, now let's pull this out and put our spacers on it. This side is nice. Good, good. This will be the side we use for put our piece on. Have I been live? Let me check, because I'm starting to get hungry. Oh, wow, it's been 2 hours. Yay. Have lunch soon. Double stick tape on my one side of my spacer. And then I'm pushing very heavily down onto it, onto the board, so it won't fall off. A few people here tuning in. Where are you all tuning in from? I'm in the United States. The state of Tennessee. Hi. Shadow Milk. I'm glad you're back. Thanks for coming back. It's you, Ryan. Okay, good. Himamat. Himamat. Ryan Himamat? I wasn't sure. But because the icon of your face is very tiny, but it looks like Ryan Himamat. Nice to see you, Ryan. I haven't seen you in a couple days, right? I missed you. Right, cool. because you're here. And Ellabella is here. Holy cow, everybody's coming. All right. I was just gonna leave too because I thought nobody was really here. So kind, Ryan. Thanks for saying that. Good. I'm excited. It's Friday. Are you happy it's Friday? Oh, that's so sweet. On the inside. That's what matters, right? Being pretty on the inside. And loving and sweet, nice to people. That's what counts. That's what matters most. Paintings right now. And for this week for you guys. Are you happy it's the weekend? Had a day off today. Okay. Out of school, Ellabella? Ella, you too. Have a nice rest of your day. I appreciate so much that you stopped by. I hope you have a good day at work tomorrow. What are you doing tonight? away from Jordan. Going to be the pink bow with the green snake. Three more spacers. And then I'll have all the spacers ready for this frame. In here, which there are. I want a little one. One, two little ones. Ooh, this one's nice and little. See? Getting closer. In here. There. Joking? For a while now. I don't even know if Ryan's still here. This needs a blowing out. But first, I will get the piece stuck onto the paper. This is going to be with green snake tail. How in the world does your plushie get stuck in the door? With green snake with pink bow on pink. There. Now I'm going to use the removable tape. I'm going to center it using my eyes. A really good judge of distance when it comes to placing level and squarely into the center of the mat board. Cotton gloves. Chat message, Shadow Milk. Okay. The next step. The frame with our canned air. Ooh, condensation. If you get it, oh, bad taste. If you get it too close, creates condensation. Mouth, you can taste it. Gross. Who knows what chemicals? Ugh. Aerosol. Guess I'll use a little of the plexiglass cleaner. Eek. The plexiglass cleaner makes the ink come off of the front of it. Not good. Not good, not good. Glass is better, but plexiglass you can mail and you don't have to worry about it breaking in the mail. And sometimes when you enter shows, you have to mail your artwork to the show. They actually want you to have your artwork framed in plexiglass so that it doesn't arrive broken into pieces. Okay, bye, Shadow Milk. Let's put this in here like that. Get it in the light to clean the other side. Let's move these mats. Let's put this in for a minute. Go this way. Now, if you take your artwork to get professionally framed, they'll often put a dust cover on the back, which is very useful. your comment. Grenade and yogurt factory. I don't know if I should say that out loud. Sounds a little strange. I think that bad. Once and for all, try to get all that blue off of it. See, it's all blue. It's getting in my hands. Not good, not good. Sticker on this bottle, or well, I don't know. I don't know if that would help any actually. Guys, I appreciate it. Thanks for all the thumbs up. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being interested in art. I hope everyone has a great weekend. Wipe off this cleaner, this dust repellent, plastic cleaner. Stuff. When I worked in window display, we had to clean plexiglass boxes and all sorts of display items. Okay. Very nice. This back together. Gilly, hi. Gilly, you have that little mask on your face. Does that mean you have a cold? Or allergies? You posted on the community page. Ta-da! Isn't that nice? All right, let's get my hammer. Let's move this one down a little bit. About that much. Down about this much. but that's okay. We don't mind it being a little off at the moment. This one was purchased, so I have to wrap this one up and mail it to the new owner. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. I have this one to do. Since it's almost 2 o'clock. Hi, official Soho blogger. I don't think I'm going to finish it before my live stream ends here. It would be really nice though to have it all. Oh no, there's that one too. Oh, which one do I want to frame? I'll have this one frame like this left, I think. I have other kinds of frames. No decisions, decisions, decisions. Maybe the black one. One, two, three, four. Black one to frame. These cardboard corners come in very handy for packing for the frames so that the corners don't get damaged. So these are D-rings and I have to undo this to get inside the frame. Screw, put it in this little container so I don't lose it. Okay. From 2023. This is a 1-hour bow, but we're gonna reuse the frame, so I'm gonna put this over here. Got our paper. Board. have this blue on my thumb that I want to get off of my thumb. I want to go wash my hands. I don't want to get it on the paper. All right. Well, this is my cutting board now. No, still a little too big. Just tuning in now, you can check back, or you can, if you're just tuning in now and you're curious about framing, you can look at yesterday's live stream where I was working on the same process. And otherwise, you can wait till tomorrow and see this live stream. I don't know how long it takes for the live stream to actually upload after I shut it off, but I would love to thank everyone for joining me today and for all the thumbs up. And if there were any new subscribers today, thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate it because I am trying to get monetized one of these days, which is why I find live streaming so effective, because you have to get 4,000 hours of watch time to get monetized. So as I try to create better and better content, I welcome my viewers. Thank you so much for joining me. Really appreciate it. And peace on earth. I will hopefully see you tomorrow.